A storm of garbage fell from the sky like endless rain, turning the city into chaos within minutes. Plastic bags, broken metal, glass, fishing nets, and rotting waste slammed into streets and rooftops. Cars crashed into each other as drivers tried to escape. Metal clanged against concrete, and the air filled with screams. People ran without knowing where to go, slipping on wet trash that covered the ground. But nothing terrified people more than what appeared next. From above, something massive descended through the clouds. A dark shadow grew larger until the wreckage of the Titanic crashed into the middle of the city. The ship, lost for more than a century, now lay broken across streets and buildings. To understand how the world reached this moment, everything had to be traced back to a quiet morning at sea. That morning, the ocean was calm. The water reflected the sky like glass. A small fishing boat moved slowly as its crew worked without urgency. The men joked, laughed, and pulled their nets as they had done countless times before. One fisherman casually tossed an empty plastic bottle into the sea. It barely made a sound when it hit the water. Moments later, they began pulling the net back onto the boat. At first, it felt heavier than usual. Then a sharp, painful scream cut through the air. It did not sound human, but it was alive. The fisherman froze. Not far from the fishing village, military vehicles rushed down the coastline road. Soldiers moved with urgency, weapons ready. This was not a routine operation. After several layers of inspection and security checks, they reached the dock where the fisherman had brought the body. The fisherman believed the corpse was valuable and hoped to sell it. The military thought otherwise. They saw something dangerous and important. Ancient legends spoke of sea demons, beings that lived below the waves. Scientists had another name. They called the species Aquarius, also known as water demons. Under normal circumstances, such a discovery would have gone to researchers. But something unusual changed everything. Inside the creature's body, embedded deep in its flesh, was a pearl. It was not natural. Its shape was precise, crafted, and polished. Only humans had ever made objects like that. This meant the Aquarius were intelligent. The black commander of the unit realized the danger and the opportunity. He ordered the area evacuated and the creature scanned. Machines surrounded the body, analyzing its structure. Soldiers stood guard in silence. Only one man approached the corpse after the others stepped back. His name was Barclay. He knelt beside the creature and whispered a short prayer. He said that no matter what it had once been alive. He did not know why he felt compelled to do this, but it felt right. Later that day, Barclay and other personnel transported advanced equipment to the coast. This technology had been designed for deep-sea communication. The commander believed they might be able to contact the Aquarius. Night fell. Soldiers guarding the body chatted quietly, trying to pass the time. Suddenly, one soldier noticed something strange. The cement floor beneath their boots began to ripple like water. Before the female soldier could react, her legs sank into the ground. She screamed. Her partner tried to pull her free, but the surface swallowed her faster. A black hand burst from the floor and dragged her under. Moments later, the water around the Aquarius corpse began to move. Darkness surged upward. In an instant, the body vanished. Alarms blared across the base. Soldiers rushed out of their tents, weapons raised. By the time they reached the site, both the corpse and the two guards were gone. The ground had hardened again, smooth and solid. Barclay noticed something odd beneath his feet and pulled up a chair leg that had been half submerged. The commander tried contacting the missing soldiers by radio. Faint voices responded. The sound came from below the ground. Soldiers dug with their bare hands until a twisted arm broke through the surface. What they found beneath was worse than death. Afterward, Barclay sat alone by the shoreline, shaking. It was the first time he had seen a corpse up close, and it haunted him. The black commander was troubled. His unit, the United Nations Joint Intelligence Unit, handled phenomena beyond science. Every agent was trained for horror, except Barclay. Under pressure, Barclay confessed the truth. He was not an agent. He was a civil servant, filling in for a colleague on leave. He had never trained for violence or death. Regret crushed him. The commander listened, then told him that history was shaped by ordinary people. Great events often happened under the watch of those least prepared. He asked Barclay to stay. Barclay said nothing. The female captain later explained that the Aquarius were not monsters. They existed long before humans and had slept in the deep sea for thousands of years. Suddenly, cries echoed along the coast. An Aquarius emerged from the water. Soldiers raised their weapons. Barclay activated his recorder. Just as tension peaked, the commander ordered the soldiers to stand down. The translator device was activated. The commander spoke calmly, expressing peaceful intent. A strange voice replied. When translated, it accused humans of killing Aquarius. The commander responded that Aquarius had killed humans too. The creature paused, then said negotiation was possible, but only if all humans were represented, not just military leaders. Before anyone could reply, alarms sounded worldwide. Aquarius appeared in every ocean, river, and waterway. It was as if a forgotten king had returned to reclaim the world. Global shock followed. To communicate, the British government built a massive waterway system inside the Empire building. It became the site of the first official negotiation. Commander Kate was appointed as chief representative. Water filled the chambers. Aquarius figures appeared through the glass. The final one looked almost human. It stood upright, moved calmly, and breathed freely outside water. Dr. John Nathan welcomed it. The Aquarius interrupted him, speaking fluent human language. It rejected symbols and gifts. Instead, it revealed a dead Aquarius infant, killed by pollution. Dr. Nathan panicked. The Aquarius refused to negotiate with someone who denied responsibility. It pointed to Barclay. Footage of Barclay praying over the corpse appeared. Only those who respected the dead were worthy of speaking. Barclay was chosen. The next day, negotiations resumed under strict rules. Barclay was told to read only prepared lines. When the Aquarius arrived, it demanded water. Not clean water. Human water. Muddy river water was brought. The Aquarius demanded Barclay drink it. He froze. Instructions told him to deflect. Instead, Barclay removed his earpiece. He spoke honestly. He admitted humans were selfish and destructive. Even now, pollution continued. The Aquarius praised his honesty. Humans panicked. The meeting was suspended. Barclay had weakened humanity's position. Research continued. Scientists discovered Aquarius shared information instantly through pearls, forming a vast network. Negotiations resumed. Barclay promised pollution reduction. The Aquarius rejected it. People were dying now. Then the sky darkened. Garbage fell. Across the world, oceans returned humanity's waste. Even the Titanic rose again. Chaos followed. When talks resumed, Aquarius demanded 3 conditions. End pollution immediately. Accept that all waters belong to Aquarius. And hold the next negotiation at the deepest sea trench on Earth. Barclay agreed. And that was how the Battle of the Sea truly began.